We're going to Sky Zone. We're going to Sky Zone. Sky Zone. Sky Zone. Shoot, shoot.
Come on, it's like your Roblox games. It's like your Roblox games. Come on, cross. Yes, you can. Yeah, well, that means you have to try harder. It's like your boy, excuse me. You gotta bring it down a notch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So I'm back at the garden. It's been raining hard for 2 days, but I had some of my plants covered because at night it was still getting into the 30s and I didn't want them to die. They're like the closest from the dollar store, and it has the holes and you can close it open. So I did open it, so hopefully some water got in. I mostly have the pepper plants and the watermelon covered. The tomatillo I planted so I was just like, whatever, we'll see if it comes back. But I did put seeds in there with it. So I'm about to go check to see how they are, and I'm going to uncover them. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s, except for tonight. Tonight's going to be like 47, but for the rest of the night, for the next week, it's going to be in the 50s or 60s. So I'm going to uncover these pepper plants right now. A couple more people have started to come in and do their garden, but a lot of people are just letting the weeds take over. And we got weeds starting to form. I'm probably going to pull them. So let's get in here. All right. So, tomato plants, I haven't replaced them. I've been waiting. Oh, hi, little spider. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Ugh. Watermelon is still alive. Oh, one of our sunflowers poked out. Hey! From the seeds I planted. Still no corn. Tomatillo plant looking terrible. A habanero not looking too great. Ugh. All right, pepper plants. I'll let you breathe. Let you breathe. Let you breathe. This, because that's too heavy. They're doing okay. Some of the peppers started to have blooms on them. And I broke them off because it's too early. Ugh. They're starting to get blooms again. But for the most part, everything's okay. I'm going to keep these cloches here. These bugs are dive bombing me. And I'm just going to, when weeds try to take over, I'm just going to put up a little bit. And I'm going to get the H out of Dodge. In the early stage, it's not a whole lot for me to do and it's too wet, but I really do want to get all those weeds up that are starting to pop up. We don't really let them get too bad because it makes it harder and they've already gone to seed. So hopefully it'll be dry enough for me to weed. And we have a lot of ants, but that's thanks to the mulch. That's one of the downsides when you use mulch. They just attract ants. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's turn that down. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Just got to run a few errands and head back home and check on my garden at home. All right, so I'm back at my house checking in on my garden. Super wet back here. It's the 29th. Still have not moved over my shed. But life got in the way. So I'm going to come out here and do some transplanting. But before I do that, so this is my gooseberry bed. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still living, which is great because it grows like tomatillos and it was survival for the fittest for me. Anyway, my strawberry bed, I left these. I see no strawberries growing. I think they're gone. But I left these things in here. It looked like a weed, but it also looked like lettuce. At the end of the season, I had some romaine lettuce that was still happy and healthy that I had from my community garden, so I planted it in here. And it did go to seed. And I feel like that's what these are. Romaine lettuce babies. I mean, there are some weeds in there. But I really feel like it's romaine lettuce. Because if you look at this, like, if you look at this, right? And then you come over here, and like, it kind of looks the same. And I don't want to leave it too long because I don't, if it's weeds, I don't want the roots to really go for broke. But then do I really need that many romaine lettuce? Because I also have another container of lettuce and we'll get down there, but we'll see. I went to Lowe's and I bought chamomile, another tomato plant, because I don't know how my tomato plants are gonna handle. I don't know, but I got it anyway. It's a celebrity hybrid tomato. And then another tomatillo plant because the one I had bought is dead or dying. My blueberry bush is doing good. Look at it. And I think it has some blooms right there. So I bought a net. Well, it's not really a net. It's one of those mesh hampers from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to get a hoop. And I'm going to put it over it. And then put the net over that. And to protect it from the birds. And everything that's going to try to, and the squirrels that's going to try to attack it. Tomato, dead. Mystery seeds haven't sprouted, but I do have, if you hear a lot of noise, my neighbors is getting their, across the street, they're getting their roof done. I'm jealous. I'm hoping to get ours done, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, but I do have some that sprouted in my greenhouse. This is creeping phlox. Some of this is a transplant because I don't know. I've had some technical difficulties, but I had 4 pots full of pollinators and miscellaneous plants, and I moved them into 2. So a lot of these are transplants, and they did really well. That was a transplant back there. I forgot what that was. I can't remember what that was. I'll have to look it up. Or maybe I'll plaster it going across here. Ooh. My transplant green onions, some of them are already, it's time to harvest. Overwintering them, that was the best thing ever. Basil, you holding on, baby, you holding on. All my leaves from my grapevine are gone, but I have hope. I have hope. I have hope. I have hope that it's going to come back. All right, so romaine lettuce. This was celery that I had bought from the store, and I just chopped off the ends and stuck it right in the dirt, and it's starting to grow. Onions, I know I have to separate these. I just don't know what I'm doing right now, so it's gonna happen. Then let me move this out the way because I was doing some stuff. Then I got tomato, marigold. I don't think I planted anything in here. Oh yes, I did. I think I planted carrots in here. You know, when you get into a mood and you start throwing seeds around, you can't remember what you did where. I think those are carrots growing in there. And then I got onion. Oh, onion in there too. Pretty sure there's little carrots. Let's see if I turn it around. You can see the little sprouts. Pretty sure there's carrots. The garden beans I planted when I first did this, dead. Dead, dead. So I got more that I had started at home. I'm going to put in there. Basil, gone. Tomato plant, holding on. We'll see what happens. Dill, doing great. Great. Keep growing. Dead. Garden bean, dead. I moved one of them over from here, and just in case they wanted to be alive, and I planted my peas there, and they're happy. I have another pea. I'm just gonna pull those up and put there. Thyme wanted to die because my peas fell over and was choking it out, but it's coming back. My potatoes, I hid them over here because the pots, they weren't aesthetically pleasing to me, so I had to like hide them, and it's not like something that I need to really look at all the time because they're just going to grow big and tall, and then once the sprouts die off, that's when I'm going to harvest it. So it could be over hiding behind this pot so I can't see it from my patio, so I'm good with that. Lettuce, look at all this lettuce. So if I have all this lettuce and I got to give some to my friend, like, do I really need all that lettuce in my strawberry bed? Do I really need that? It breaks my heart to get rid of it because it's something that grew from last year. Like, amazing, but I don't need it. So I'm gonna think about that. But I am gonna thin these out because this pot probably should only hold about three. So or I might, donate them, give them away, what have you. But I know my friend needs some. We'll come back to the greenhouse. Collard greens, they happy. Last year, I think I had four in this pot. It was way too many. So I am going to spread them out, thin them out, and probably buy another pot, knowing me. And this is the other pot where I had put, on my pollinators. That one's not doing too well. And you know what? At this point, I don't care. If it does, I see some signs of life right there. And this is doing good too. So, I mean, it's got flowers. Why did it look like a plant? Should I put that back in there? That was a plant. I'm gonna put that back in there. Here, I'll put you back in there. Yesterday before it rained, I planted some more plants. So I had planted gladioluses where it's supposed to be hydrangeas because they didn't come back, but I left the tag there. I planted some irises, um, some more ground cover, just miscellaneous things and hostas and things I planted back in here. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, the grass is so wet and my toes are getting wet. Um, what them animals did. I got blooms on that one. Look. I'm so happy. That's supposed to be a hosta. Haven't come yet up yet. Neither has this one. Um, I killed my bloom on my hyacinth, being extra. I dropped a piece of wood on it, but that's okay. Planted a hosta there. That plant still hasn't come back yet, but it's okay. It might come back next year. Planted a hosta. I don't know what that is, but I kept it. Um, my hyacinth, my other one that the variety I don't know the name of it bloomed. That tulip, I don't know. But the bush came back. Oh, my netting came down. I'll fix that later. But that's just, oh, it's coming down on me. Coming down on me. All right. So back to what I was going to do. Oh, greenhouse. It held up. It's been 2 storms. Most of the reviews have been about these breaking. I did get like a shade cloth that I'm going to put over it to give it some protection. I'll probably do that today. Um, but it stayed dry in here. Some rain came in. I think it just leaked over from the sides. Still need to still need to get my rain barrel for this backyard, but I'm gonna get it. But I'm gonna plant these peas out. I'm gonna hold on to these tomatoes for the um community garden. I need to water these. It's so dry. I didn't water yesterday. They probably did. And at this point, whatever. I have broccoli to plant out, cabbage. Um, the potatoes, they're doing something, but honestly, to me, they look like they're getting moldy. My mystery seeds are the only ones that sprouted. I have lavender to plant. This is my squash. I'm gonna plant that out, but not too bad. So let's see if I can get you somewhere. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough pots. I still need to do this. All right, this is what I know is that I just did like 20 minutes worth of stuff and it didn't record. So let me go over what I did. I took the summer squash or whatever it is, zucchini, whatever. I took it out of the greenhouse. I moved over some of my gooseberries. This is where my summer squash. This is where my summer squash was last year, so I moved all the summer squash here. Hopefully I can get the trellis. Last year I just wanted to hang over the side. If that's what it wants to do this year, whatever. It's starting to get cold because the weather's coming in. I was trying to hurry up and do it so I didn't pick up and try to fix the recording. So I want to get it done. I'm leaving the lettuce here. I moved my broccoli and the cabbage plant out here so it can harden off a little bit. I planted my chamomile here and I put my seed started lavender there, but I'm going to drop some seeds there before it rains. And then I dug up my garden beans that were here and planted new ones. They're not hardened off. We'll see if they live when the weather comes in. I don't know, but we'll see. I didn't have any more peas, so right now there's nothing there. I might plant some pea seeds there or just leave it blank because if those garden beans do take off, they're gonna grow over all crazy. I dug up a couple of these romaine lettuce things because I'm going to give them to my friend and thin them out. And I just came to the conclusion I need to get another pot because I still have a lot of plants to plant. And my son came home with a garden seed or a lettuce like packet, like a mixture, like a salad mix garden pack from school. And I told him that we'll plant those together. So I needed another container for that. And then for my broccoli and for my cabbage. And I have so much lettuce. And the way that they grow, either I'm going to take some of this to the community garden or I might have to get rid of it, but hopefully I can find people that want to take it. And I still have some potato slips in there and greens, more greens than I even need. So some of the stuff in the greenhouse is probably gonna go to the compost. But the greens that I already had that started from seed outside, they're so strong. I'm gonna figure that out. I'll get another pot to thin them out. They're a 22 inch in a 22-inch pot. Last year I had 5 and it was too crowded. So I'm going to try to keep either 2 or 3. And right now there's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in there. So I'm going to get another pot with 3. So that's 3, 3, 6, and maybe take 2 up to my community garden with that. And then for this lettuce, it grows straight up. I again probably 3, and I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 15 um things of lettuce in there. So I'll figure that out. But the next thing would be if I get more pots, where in the hell am I going to put them? Where am I going to put them? I got to get used to not looking at myself and looking here. And one thing I know I didn't get recorded, my kids always tell me my nails are always dirty. This is why. This is why. They're always dirty because I'm in the dirt. I don't put on gloves. But the weather's coming in. It's going to rain again. So I'm glad I did what I did. Um, the weather is really weathering, and the plants will be happy out here. And I just need to get it going. And I'm going to end it here. So thank you for listening to my ramblings. Bye.